Welcome folks to Autodroma Nacional at Monza for the final round of the Infinity League Semi-Pro that we're watching here. Obviously we had the race beforehand at Spa, and this is the reverse grid for the next 30 minutes racing at Monza, and just about to go lights out, so all prepped, ready to go. As I say, reverse grid, so we've got Jason, Steve Stones. You've got the winner, which is Pearl, right at the back, obviously, and we're off. So as usual, Monza always creates some issues at the first chicane. Off we go. You're following me for some of the time. Steve Stones, good start, obviously gets round there nice and safe. So pretty cleanly, he's got away well. Just having a look further back, and bit of a gap there from Chris 74 Mark and Ice Chand to Total Rose, so let's have another look. So following 8th place, see what happens here. So I think this is Dragon Eagle, and just go slow motion, see what happens. So yeah, pretty clean, and we've got Total Rose clips Ice Chand, and then we've got Dragon Eagle, who unfortunately catches him and pushes him a little bit off. I think it's Dragon Eagle anyway. I'm pretty sure it is. We'll switch back to normal view in a moment, and we'll have a look. So to be fair, one incident on the first chicane at Monza is pretty damn good. There we go, looking further back. So you've got me now in 9th. We've got Gemini in front. We've got Peel holding on behind me in 10th. So Lesmo 1 coming out of there, just jumping forward. So we're with Gemini. Lesmo 2. And we're going to come down to Ascari. So really fast chicane. As you can see, the Lexus though definitely has the legs on the BM. So braking. Jason going defensive, but it gets a little bit wide. Gets over that curbing, and we've got Gemini going wide. So I sneak past. We got the two BMWs. Got Total Rose right at the back, recovering. At the front, Steve Stones. And we got MRC Bobby in 2nd place. So the Jags 1st and 2nd at the moment, but under a bit of pressure. So things starting to settle down. Steve Stones 1st. We've got MRC Bobby in 2nd, but being challenged. Looks like Sleepless Nights maybe. Yeah, and he gets the job done. So Sleepless Nights into 2nd at the first chicane. We've got MRC Bobby in 3rd. We've got Chris Mark in 4th, and his teammate right behind him, Ice Chand, and moving back through the field. Jason in 11th there. Got Total Rose obviously up to 9th, so he's making a recovery. Let's have a look. Coming into the 2nd, a lot of chicanes, so the let's have a look. Oh, and there's an incident. Chris Mack is off. Let's have a look. We'll go back and have a look what happened there. So just looking back. Oh, Ice Chand, he gets a bit sideways. Ice Chand gives him a nudge, then Sleepless Nights get wide. Ice Chand off. Yeah, a bit of a shocker there for the two of them in the Astons, but back to the race action, following Sleepless Nights in 4th, doing a good job. Dragon Eagle 3rd, got the two Jaguars 1st and 2nd, got me now in 5th, so I think I started 10th or 11th, so pretty good. So coming into Ascari, following Dragon Eagle. So the GTR, particularly round here, is a phenomenal car, hard to keep up with. So are Steve and Bob going to race, or are they going to have some team orders? All to be decided. So did see Steve with a little indication on there, so he's let Bobby through. Bobby's gone wide though, so Steve's back into 1st. Probably need to do a bit of bump drafting along here to stay in front of the GDR. We've got Dragon Eagle right on them. So 2, nearly 3 wide into the first chicane. So Bregan kind of just after the 150 metre board. So Steve's got it. He's got the inside line. Bobby's hung it round the outside. Oh, poor Dragon Eagle's been knocked a little bit, but then Sleepless Light spins. Too much power. So we've got the Jags there, first and second. Come on, boys, do it for the British. Keep going. Got me in third. Don't know how that happened. We've got my nemesis who follows me round. We've got Pale 1979 in fourth, and then Total Rose is totally recovered back to 5th place from last to 5th in basically 2 laps. So he's right on it now. So Lesmo 1. And then coming up to Lesmo 2. So Lesmo 2 is a bit sharper. Drive out here is very important. But yeah, looks like the race has settled down now, so we're kind of getting to 6 minutes in. Bobby back in front. Looks like they've Steve's let him through. Oh, with the draft, he's managed to make a clean overtake. So Steve in second. Doing well in the Jaguar. Nice livery on that. There we go. Coming to the Parabolica. So tighter at the start of the Parabolica, then opens up, but kind of down into 2nd, 3rd gear depending on which car you're using, and then trying to get the power on early so you get a good drive up the main straight. So you got me in third. Now the Porsche is okay here. It's the difficulty being is if you drop out a slipstream, you just don't get great top speed, and compared to the GDR is probably carrying 4 or 5 miles an hour faster on the straights. So down into 1st gear for this corner here, in the first chicane. So I've managed to hold on at the moment. Got Pill behind, but we've got Total Rose now putting him under a bit of pressure. So we've got 1st and 2nd with a bit of a gap. We'll look back from Pill at Total Rose in the GDR. Yeah, Godzilla is definitely good round this track. Lots and lots of power, and quite a lot of mechanical grip on it as well, so good through the corners. So the BMW is not slow, but compared to the GDR behind, it just can't carry the same corner speeds. So Total Rose right on his bumper, looking for a move. Is he going to go? Is he going to go? No, he holds on for a bit. Into Ascari, left, and then a nice right-hander, and then left again. All about the exit on this corner. There we go. You do not want to get it wide, and you want to get the car as straightened up as possible, as soon as possible. Here we go, a little bit of on board. Coming down to the Parabolica. So just before the 50 metre board, down into 2nd in the 3rd in the Porsche. The other cars are 3rd as well, up through the gears. So I can see Bill in the camera there. He's right behind me, but again he's kind of keen to hold on. Goes wide, I go defensive. Porsche's good under the brakes, so just modulate the braking. I do give him a bit of room, but managed to cut in front for the 2nd part of that chicane. Back on the power. So if you ever watch Formula 1, this circuit particularly is about 80% full throttle. Braking and coasting equates for the other 20%, so this really is about power to weight. The more power you've got, the faster you'll go. So 2nd chicane. So obviously through the Lesmos. Out of here, little left turn, and then down under the bridge. Up to Ascari. Braking just kind of before the sign, before the Brembo sign on that side. I've lost a place there. Total Rose now through. Just going to desperately try and hold in the slipstream, but already you can see he's pulling away there. So hopefully in the corners I can get some time back on him. So just before the 50, Ice Chan in 6th. Got Dragon Eagle in 7th, so he's recovering after the second chicane. Sleepless Nights in 8th. Got Gemini in 9th. He just needs to bring it home, really. Chris Mack, he's in 10th. And we've got Jason in 11th. Over the start finish straight. The world famous Monza. But Chris is going to go try and hang around the outside. Yeah, gets that done. Really, really well done. Get a little bit sideways as he enters the first one. Oh, we've got Jason who's just outbraked himself a little bit, and he's now into the gravel. Chris Mack, Sleepless Nights, Dragon Eagle, and then Ice Chand further up. We've got Peel, we've got me, so he's catching on me. Total Rose now in 3rd, chasing down the 2 Jags. I haven't played the chat on this one. There's a lot of excitement during this race. So Bobby keeping it neat. Doing well. And we're probably just coming up to the first pit stops very soon. So again, Monza's not hard on tyres, so tyres do survive. The Jag does push at the front a little bit, but overall it's not bad, but it is very, very heavy on fuel because obviously you're pretty much full throttle for most of it. So lots of straights, but Bobby doesn't pit. Neither does Steve. I don't. So it looks like this lap nobody pitting. Bobby got a bit of a gap now, he's doing well. Obviously Steve Stone's in 2nd, but we've got Total Rose, then me. I've got on the back of these 2, but just try and stay with them, see if I can get past Total Rose and then Steve, but easier said than done. So braking at the 100-meter board, I cut that corner a little bit over the curb. Lesmo 1. So a little nudge from Total Rose to Steve, but he backs out of it. Make sure Steve stays in front. I'll try and put Total Rose under a little bit of pressure just by sticking the nose in the inside, but he's got that covered. Following him under the bridge up to Ascari. Again, kind of 100-meter board, hard on the brakes, and out of this. So Total Rose got great drive out of that corner. He's now going around the outside, and he's made it. So he's overtaken Steve. Steve didn't, you know, he didn't block him. He pulled to the inside to make it a little bit more difficult, but just the GTR's just got far too much pace around here compared to some of the other cars. So it comes alive. Got Steve gone into the pits for fuel. Got me in the pits as well, so I've come in. We've got Pill, who's continued in the BMW, just now filling up with fuel. So the Jag's a thirsty vehicle around here, but I think most of the cars are. I short filled and got out in front of Steve, which may just bite me a little bit later. We've got Bobby, Total Rose. Now got Gemini in 3rd place. So he's done really, really well. He's caught up to back of Total Rose. Bobby down towards the bridge, under the bridge, into Ascari. So this is the last race of this season. Must mention the sponsors as well. Obviously we've got Excite energy drinks, we've got the main one, which is Infinity decals, and we've also got kind of the GT Omega seats as well. They've sponsored this particular league. So this is a league run by SimFX. James Harbin runs this. He's put it together. Hopefully I got his surname right this time. Might not have. Got Bobby into the pits. He needs tyres and fuel. How much fuel is he going to take on board? Is he going to tank it? Yeah, so pretty much nearly a full tank for Bobby. So he's dropped back quite a bit now, so let's have a look where he comes out. So was in third, now in third, so let's see what he can do from there. Got me catching him behind. So we've got Total Rose in fifth. So pretty much nearly getting to the end of the pit stops. We've got Pill, he hasn't pitted yet, so and Gemini, so they're going to be first and second. We've got Bobby in third. So once they pit though, unless one of us makes a mistake, we should be kind of back to normal. So we've got, there we go, Pill 1979, one of our Danish friends, doing really well for these last two races. So he won at Spa, started last on the grid, currently now in first place. So I always found the BMW quite a hard car to drive quickly. Just doesn't seem to suit my driving style, but obviously in Bill's hands he makes it go quick. Here we go, Parabolica. So is he going to go into the pits? Is he going to pit? He's staying pretty tight. Let's have a look. Oh, not this time. So still staying out. Another lap. Those tyres will be getting old. So again, the BMW. Obviously all these liveries are done for each league, so most of the guys spend a bit of time using the livery editor on Gran Turismo, and they do look absolutely fab. Certainly the BM. Happy with my Porsche. Also the GDRs look great. So I think everybody's done a cracking job on the livery front. So second chicane. It's difficult to get right and carry a load of speed through there, because if you take too much curb, it really is going to just punt you off into the kiddie litter. Lesmo 1, so down one gear really from the straight. Lesmo 2 is a bit tighter and you need good drive out of here because you've got a long straight, so just trying to avoid getting onto that Astro. You can run it wide, but I wouldn't take much more than that curb. Stay tight there. Under the bridge. Brake, and kind of where that bridge is just past, you could just see that kind of where the Marshall was. A little bit of tarmac that leads onto the track. That's my braking point. So yeah, doing well. Coming down to Parabolica. So we're in at about 19 minutes now, so not long to go. So these races are 30 minutes. It's an endurance race. It was a reverse grid from Spa from the previous race, of which Pill won it. I came second. Now under pressure from Total Rose, and he's well in the slipstream, so he doesn't decide to make a move there. He holds on a little bit. So see some, and that's it. He's I did squeeze him a little bit, but there wasn't really much point in fighting him because he was just so much quicker in a straight line. And to be fair, I was starting to run out of fuel, so because as usual I hadn't put enough in, so you'll see me pit again later on. Here we go. So first chicane, missed the apex on the second one. On the power, just need to stick with him. With his G-Star Raw on the back and too fast for you. In this case he certainly was. So now into third place. Bearing in mind, first lap, Total Rose was last. So he's made it all the way through the field and currently in third with not too much of a gap to the two guys in front. So Peel did pit, so you can see, well, he's in second, but we've got, let's have a look, I think we've got Bobby in first, Bobby back in the lead, Peel in second, so short filled, obviously really good at fuel saving round here, which helps him when it comes to the pit stops, because instead of waiting kind of 15-16 seconds for a full tank, he's able to fill up a lot quicker. So Total Rose in third, and at this stage I'm starting to get a little bit critical on fuel, so we'll start having a look at the display options. So I'm not too bad at the moment, I'm sitting in fourth and I'm just under half a tank, but we've still got 10 minutes to go. So, and if I can't hold on to the slipstream, this is where it kind of fell apart for me. If I couldn't hold on to the slipstream, I'm just gonna burn more fuel. So back with Total Rose, chasing down the front two. Oh, me getting a bit sideways, too much power too soon. Got Dragon Eagle behind, so we're in a GTR sandwich. Total Rose still on it. He's keeping it neat. He's got his braking points, doing really well. Definitely got more fuel than me, so he's just above half a tank, which is kind of where I should be. Just coming up to 22 minutes, 21 and a half minutes on the timer. 8.5 minutes to go, so still quite a few laps left. Puts us on target for a 17 or 18 lap race. You can see Total Rose there. He's already got a 1:47.938, but over that time he was over half a second quicker to this point on the track. So, and I'm now kind of dropping out of slipstream. It's not helping me at all. Round Parabolica. Yeah, it's a shame we don't use the bank curving on Monza anymore. It was closed many years ago because it was unsafe. But if you've ever been to the circuit, it's phenomenal to look at. Unbelievable how steep it is. Go, so it's all getting very close at the front. So Bobby's got a little bit of a gap, but not much. Total Rose is now right on the back of Peel, so still got me in fourth. Dragon Eagle's catching me at a rate of knots. Then we've got Ice Chand, we've got Chris Mack and Gemini, who just needs to kind of finish the race. Got enough points in the bag. Oh, and Peel makes a mistake. He goes wide. He gets onto the gravel. Now on the grass, staying out of the way. A rare mistake. Good leaves, puts me into third. Come on, Porsche. Total Rose now in second. He's going to be chasing Bobby, but Dragon Eagle got me. He's overtaken me. The Flying Dutchman. The very pink and black coloured GTR. The Infinity decal on the side. There we go, back to total row. So he's now done a 1:47.279, which is a quick lap. Got Bobby kind of in the 1:47.9s. Kind of within half a second of consistent laps, but at a 1:47.2, that's 7/10 of a second in one lap that he's pulled on Bobby. All going to get very close towards the end. I think from my point of view, I'm going to have to pit again. Bobby's starting to get a little bit loose and ragged, kicking up some of that kitty let off the runoff. Through Lesmo 1, total rows, hunting them down. Lesmo 2. Do have a Curva Grande on here somewhere, but I think that's from the start, so not here. So here we go into Ascari. So Bob keeps it neat through here. A little bit wide, but not much. Shouldn't have cost him any time. And that GDR is just mega quick. Parabolica. So the start-finish straight is Tribune. Didn't even know it had a name. Then we're coming in Rectifilo, which is the first chicane. And this one here, see where Bobby brakes. Oh, right after kind of the in between the 150 and the 100 board, gets through. So Rectifilo done. This is the Curva Grande. So it used to be quite, it's now just flat out, because obviously with the chicane being in there, it breaks your speed, but this used to be quite a challenging corner in years gone by. Then we're coming into Roggia, I'd imagine, chicane, and then obviously the Lesmos. And then after here, this slight left bend used to be a corner as such, but now it's more or less seen as a straight. But this used to be Curva de Saraglio. Then down under the bridge, then into Ascari. There you go. That's your talk around the track. So total rows, not sure whether he's on a wheel or controller. Generally, if you watch somebody with a wheel, you'll see that the steering movements are probably a little bit smoother, but sometimes that's not a good thing. The fastest guy I've met round here was always on a controller, so actually, to be fair, he was fast everywhere. So we've got total rows now in the slipstream. We're now on lap 16. So I think there's only going to be one more left after this. So again, that 1:47.279 being the fastest lap of the race. Need on the first chicane. Bobby will be struggling with front end grip into the corners at this stage. Those tyres have done a bit of work. Again, in this one we're running super softs. So there you go. Got total rows pulled just over half a second out of him. Half a second faster than his quickest time. Purple sector. Oh, and Bobby goes wide. Has to go a little bit defensive. Can he stay tight here? He gets a little nudge. Oh, side by side. A little bit of door banging. Come on, boys, keep it clean. Bobby got inside, but can Total Rose get it done? Yeah, he does. Total Rose gets it done by the bridge. Well, by the sign anyway. So now into first. Can Bobby stay with him and put him under a bit of pressure? He's wide on that, the outer left of Ascari. Bobby in the slipstream. Can he do it? Can he do it? Needs to get it done. Gonna have another lap. Everybody's getting a little bit critical on fuel. So Bobby just needs to stay there if he can. Just having a look back, we've got Dragon Eagle in third, Ice Chant fourth, Chris Mack fifth. I'm going to have a go at Chris. He looks like he's fuel saving because bless him, he's got a flashing red fuel light. I can't say I actually overtook anybody on the straight, so to get one of them, it's not a bad thing. Got Gemini now in seventh, so I didn't feel like I had to defend that corner through here. I've got plenty of fuel after pitting again, so I think I even changed tyres. To be fair, I was in fourth place and I've recovered back to fifth, so okay, I've lost out on a place. We'll see if we can catch Ice Chand. So this is the last lap. Can Bobby get it past him again? Can he get him? Coming out with Ascari. Everybody braking a little bit later. Oh, yeah, Bobby's there. He's there. Look. Oh, is he still? Is he going to be able to? It's very close. Again, an excellent finish to the race. Let's have a look. Oh, he's going to go for the inside. Has he made? Oh. Total Rose covers him off. They have a little bump. A little bit sideways. Bobby holding on. Can he get that nose just in front? And again, that GDR just too powerful. We've got Total Rose in first, Bobby in second, Dragon Eagle third, Ice Chant fourth, me fifth, Gemini sixth, Chris Mack seventh, and Steve Stones unfortunately didn't make it through for the extra lap, so his race finished the one before. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Monza never fails to disappoint. One of the oldest circuits on the planet. Fantastic racing, and as ever, hope you liked it, guys. Thanks very much for watching again. If you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.